And welcome back to this episode of Wot'Cha Cooking Fast Forward. And of course, Parim, you're back once
Hi.
again. Thank you so much. I see a dough roller.
Yes.
So we've got to be cooking something with dough today.
I know.
So what's the theme for this very episode?
It's going to be Turkish.
Ooh.
Do you like Turkish food?
I've never really had much Turkey food in my life actually. So it'd be interesting to learn some. So what's so unique about Turkish food?
Okay, so you add a lot of spices, which is really nice. And most of the Turkish food comes with lamb dish. So I thought it would be
like
quite
that.
interesting. So I've not done lamb dish before, Wot'Cha cooking. So I want to show some skills in lamb dish.
Create some
Yes,
variation.
that's right.
And of course, today we have a very good friend of yours. I heard she looks like a Bollywood actress, but I cannot pronounce the name. Leh.
Her name is Joanna
Joanna
Gow.
Gow, and
Yes.
she is a
Optimist.
octopus. Let's give a big applause. Come on. I see her. She looks like the
Hi,
Aswara
guys.
Rai.
Hi, Joanna.
That is not true. Come on.
True lah. Where got not true? Like, she come out, the shining come out.
Whoa.
Are you familiar with cooking Turkish food?
No, but I'm familiar with eating Turkish food, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
I never really had a
Yeah.
chance to. I'm not sure where. I mean, there's quite a lot of eating places in Singapore, but I really haven't.
Yeah,
gone to
but well, I'm from Melbourne, and in Melbourne there's there's a big Turkish community, so they do. I've eaten a lot of different types of Turkish food.
Oh, I like Melbourne. I've been there for 6 months. Yeah, Victoria Street, Chapel Street.
Yeah. Yes.
Caulfield. I know.
Oh
But-
my
Yeah,
But
and
now we can
they
travel, right?
definitely have a lot of Turkish cuisine.
So you are orthoptist. Not
An
a-
orthoptist, yes,
orthoptist.
that's right.
Orthoptist, sorry.
Not to be
orthopedic,
confused with optometrist, not to
Yes.
be confused with orthopedics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Orthoptist.
Orthoptist.
So
yeah.
what do you actually do?
So we deal with specifically with eye muscle disorders. So anyone with problems with their eyes, sometimes patients complain of double vision, difficulty seeing. We deal with muscles inside and outside the eyes.
Usually common cases in Singapore like lazy eyes. and
Exactly,
stuff,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
that's
it's
right.
always about the routine checks to create certain exercise routines for them to
That's
strengthen the
right.
muscle.
Yeah. So that's exactly one of the things that we do.
I know.
We
Very
give
smart.
eye
He's
exercises.
getting smarter
yeah,
and smarter for every
Any way to make like small eyes bigger?
That one you have to go to oculoplastic. It's a different department.
All right. So really interesting stuff. We'll
Yeah.
ask you a little bit more, especially
Sure,
some of the
sure,
common
yeah.
trends in Singapore
Yep.
that you are actually experiencing. But today, it's all about Turkish flavor.
Yep.
So I always
And you
like
like
to
it,
test,
isn't it? Do you like Turkish food?
Oh, I love
Yeah.
it. Yeah, one of my
Okay, good.
favorites.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so that
definitely.
means when she guessed the ingredients, confirm correct lah.
Correct. Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to test you.
Oh,
huh?
I don't
Yes.
know, let's
First
see,
up,
let's
we
see.
have, what's this?
Tomato puree.
Right.
Very good. I thought she would just say ketchup, but a tomato puree.
Okay, I didn't tell her. Okay, I didn't tell her the
There's
recipes
different
at all.
I
She
know
doesn't
she
know.
didn't because I also don't know what's recipe. Okay, this one we know lah, olive oil.
Olive
so I'll skip
oil,
it.
yeah.
Yep.
All right, black pepper, we have it. Okay, now this is my favorite part. Every time when they guess spices, what this?
I need to smell it.
Yeah,
Okay,
please go ahead.
Pick one.
Cumin.
Okay,
Yes,
oh,
yeah.
this is quite.
Cumin powder. That's
All
right.
I'm
We
gonna
use
let
it in
you
Indian cooking
go on
as
to
well,
This one.
This one is interesting. Oops, sorry. I'm not sure.
What-
Coriander powder?
Coriander. That's right.
Okay, okay.
Oh, she's the
Very
first one.
good.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
the
yeah.
first one that
Yeah.
gets you correct.
I know.
I would just say curry powder again.
These
Okay,
spices
red
are
onion,
Yep.
Yep.
red pepper.
Yep.
Okay, now this one. What is this?
Coriander.
Coriander.
Yeah.
Is it the same?
No.
Oh.
Is it not the same?
You can
looks
smell
like-
it.
It's a herb.
It's
can
part
see
of the
the-
herbs, yeah.
Parsley?
Yes, that's right.
Ah.
Is
yeah.
it Italian or English parsley?
It's just Italian parsley.
Italian
Flat parsley,
parsley.
basically.
Parsley.
It's
Yeah.
more like a garnish. Or,
Yeah.
Alright, and the last one will be the main of the day,
Yes.
Lamb, the star of the
Oh, one of my
dish, yes,
favorite
lamb.
red meat.
Correct.
Red
So
meat,
it has
yep.
a
Yep,
gamey
yep.
flavor, but you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
manage.
Exactly.
So can you guess what
Delicious.
the recipe is? What's the name of the dish?
Are you making some sort of a kofta? Like a
Wow.
Like,
that will be nice as
a
well.
meatball or something?
Close, really close.
Okay.
But we're
or a
gonna
kebab?
make.
A kebab? No.
I know it's not.
Come on, usually the meats are all sliced up. Right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah,
that's
so it's
true,
a
that's
minced
true.
one.
What-
So
what's
quite
the
close
name?
for the
Yeah,
kofta.
yeah.
It's called cheese Turkish lamb pide.
Pide.
Ah, yeah, pide.
Pide.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
I
Pide-
call it
Pide is
cheat.
the soccer player.
Yeah.
So I call it cheat because I've modified to make it quick and easy within our 30 minutes, time frame that we have, and it tastes like pide.
All right, so this is something they're going to be able to do at home within 30
Interesting.
minutes. And
Yes.
we have a bit of dough. I don't know what it's going to be for, but I
Yep.
think we'll find out in a short while's time.
In a short while, yes.
So
Okay.
we're going to get your hands dirty right now.
Sure, we've
You've
all
washed
washed
your
our
hands?
hands, so
Yes.
they're all
We washed it.
clean.
Very good. All right. All good.
Yes.
Well trained. Okay, so I'm going to just heat up the frying pan.
Yep.
Okay, let's
Okay,
bring
so
it
that
to-
we'll start off with actually frying the
lamb.
lamb. So
Okay.
we'll season it, fry it nicely. That will be the topping. It's really important. So you can just pour about half a tablespoon.
Half a
Sure.
tablespoon.
Yeah,
Estimate.
just
You look like a expert in cooking already. Do you cook often?
Look, I don't really cook often because I work full time, but I try
you
to
can
when
just
I
leave,
can when I do have the free
So
time.
this kind of a
Yeah.
cooking format is going to work for people like you
Yeah.
because it is fast forward.
Yeah,
Once
that's
you get right
exactly.
home,
Okay, just leave
Yeah.
it there.
less than 30 minutes, you're
not
ready
yet.
to enjoy. Oh, not the
No,
lamb
no,
yet,
no,
huh?
not yet.
Not
Also,
yet.
always
Okay.
the spicers. Like, let's
Yeah,
just get around.
swirl the thing. Yes, yeah.
Yep.
Make sure the oil is hot first before you throw in anything. So it's quite important. Okay, so
Yep.
I want it to be moderate height,
Okay.
so that we can cook the meat quite fast.
All right.
If not,
Okay.
it will take a bit longer.
Okay.
And I know and if you don't like lamb, for those, you can always have minced chicken. And you need to put a bit more seasoning in that, which I'll be showing you. But lamb, I like it. It's quite nice. It has a very
Base
aromatic
flavor
flavor,
to
very
it,
flavored.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I haven't
So-
had lamb for a long time.
So
Onion
it's
crisps.
sorry, again?
Fry the onions.
It's a chopped onion, one small one, chopped onion,
Okay.
and you just throw in.
So does it have to be red onions or?
I prefer red because I think it tastes nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit more flavorful.
Onion is always smelling.
Yeah.
So you can wait for it to
Very
caramelize,
aromatic.
just brown, a bit
Sure.
translucent.
And like you
then-
always say, onions are great antioxidant. And
Yes,
anti-
They are.
indeed.
inflammatory.
Yeah.
Yes,
Is
it
it
is.
good for
yeah.
the eyes?
It really is. Antioxidants are very good for the eyes. Yes,
So
definitely.
it's always good
Yeah.
to eat it.
Yes.
Okay. So now
So
the lamb.
now the lamb.
Oh, so fast. I
Sure.
was
So
Right.
put all the lamb in.
Yeah,
Yep.
all the lamb, and just
Yep.
make sure that it's chopped up
Sure.
nicely.
Thank you.
Okay, so what you can do is we can start adding our spices. Okay, so cumin
Okay.
and
I'm gonna
coriander,
help her with the spices
Yeah.
while she get busy.
half a
Okay.
teaspoon of each.
Half a teaspoon.
Yep.
Something like
A
that.
little bit lesser. Okay,
And-
yeah, that will be fine.
So precise.
Just like
Yeah.
that. Yep.
Yeah.
I just
So
use it all
some of
over.
them don't like
Oh.
cumin powder a lot, so you can actually reduce the cumin powder. I'm fine with it. I like that. So half a teaspoon will be just nice. Yeah,
How about
and
the
half a teaspoon
coriander
of
powder?
coriander as well. Same.
All right. So
Yep.
you can really, with your style of cooking, Parimala, this one, it's always been with spices, so you get a lot of aromatics in
Yeah,
the air.
exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And that's
You
like a
can-
nice wake up when you come back from like a days of long work, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Pinch of salt.
A pinch.
It's very aromatic.
Aha! I always like to do.
It's already smelling amazing.
Yeah. Pinch of salt.
Pinch of
He
salt.
always likes to do that. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Okay.
So how do we know that the lamb is done well?
Okay. So we want the liquid to evaporate. So it needs to be dry. If not, it's going to soak up on the
Yeah.
on the dough. We don't want
Okay.
that to happen.
And it does give off quite a bit of liquid there, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I'm quite surprised
so-
because I think it's the onion and the lamb together, the combination.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
possibly,
it will vaporize very fast because in the high heat.
Yeah.
Okay. So once it's getting a bit drier, then we can add the tomato puree.
All right. So it
Okay.
looks like it's nicely evaporated really
Yes,
fast.
that's right. Yeah. And now you can add on 1 tablespoon of
Okay.
tomato puree.
I'm gonna help
You're
you
gonna
with
do
the
it?
sauces
Okay,
so
great.
you don't burn
Yeah.
the lamb.
Sure.
This is how families cook together.
Yeah. But nice.
Right, one teaspoon? Just
1 tablespoon.
One
Yeah.
tablespoon?
Okay.
Can I, if I like it saucier? No. Oh, but because the dough is gonna soak up later.
Yeah, right.
All right.
So if you want to dry it up, mix it
Okay.
very well, 1 to 2
Sure.
minutes, let it cook, and then lastly we're going to throw in capsicum, and I want that to cook. So
Capsicum and red peppers, just different
It's the
terms,
same,
right?
it's the
It's
same.
actually
Yeah,
the same thing, isn't
it's
it?
the same thing, yeah. It's a
I'm
red
a bit
pepper.
lazy. I'll just say red pepper.
So, so in a traditional way, they normally bake it. And so what they do is they make the dough and put the filling in between,
Okay.
and then throw in the capsicum. After that, they bake it, and it takes about an hour of what
But
close.
this is like the cheat method.
It's the cheat method, yeah.
Because we're going to
Yeah.
give you that fast forward method.
Right.
So not exactly the traditional style.
Yeah.
But many times we tweak the formula so that busy people like
Yes.
our adopters over here. Yeah.
I noticed the way that you cut the capsicum
Yep.
is just very simply sliced like that.
Yes.
You don't have to chop it into
No,
small
you don't need
pieces
to.
or anything.
Also looks nicer.
Less time
Yeah, the reason why I
consuming,
did that is I like to get the red color on
Yeah, exactly. It looks
yeah,
good
if
like
it's
that.
chopped it up,
It would
you
look
can't
like
really see that
a bit like a
yeah.
Turkish pizza.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So let it cook a
Okay,
little
so I'll
while,
just leave
and then
it
it's
to cook.
done.
You were
And
saying
then
that you were in Melbourne.
Yes.
Are you currently residing in Melbourne and back because of, the pandemic
No,
situation,
I'm
or-
actually from Melbourne, but I moved to Singapore quite a long time ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I now live in Singapore and work here.
Oh,
Yep, yep.
So you're originally staying in Melbourne.
Yes,
you probably
that's
grew
right.
up
Yep.
there lah.
Yes, yes,
Is there a
yes.
different environment? We don't have like cold and extremely hot summers.
Oh
right?
yeah, I miss that. I miss it so much. The cold weather and yeah, but it is extreme. Like
Yeah.
it does get extremely hot in summer and yeah, pretty cold in the winter.
Okay, so we're almost there. Okay, so we can
Okay.
actually switch off.
Okay.
And we will move on to making the.
The dough.
That
okay.
dough.
I'm going to help with the dough. So I'm
Yeah.
going to wash
It's
my
off.
hands.
Okay.
I like the dough. So
Yeah.
how do you make the base?
Okay,
of the
so
dough?
the dough is really, really easy. Normally, the traditional turkey dough, you have to add yeast in it. So we're not going to do that. So it's just self-raising flour. The self-raising flour normally has bicarbonate powder already, so it will have a raising effect a little bit, a bit of salt and all. So it's very easily available in the market. So what I did is I took 100 grams of flour, 1 tablespoon of oil, and 50 ml of water. Just mix it together and
So it's
becomes a
just
dough
3
like
ingredients.
that. That's it.
Yes.
That's
Very
it. And a pinch
Super
of salt.
easy, yeah.
A pinch
And
of
it sounds
salt.
like
Yeah,
really
and do you have
nice.
to let it sit for a certain amount
No,
of time?
you don't need
or-
to dust it at all.
So it's basically just
Wow.
add it in, mix it together, roll it
Yeah.
up, and
So
That's
what we're
very
going to do
simple.
is, okay, so get it into a ball and cut it into half. We want 2 parts of it. Using a
spatula.
no.
Whatever
Alright.
It
Okay.
works the same
Yeah, okay,
way.
that's fine.
We
Okay,
use
so I'll show you the first one.
Yep.
So a traditional Turkish one, Turkish dough will be in a oval shape.
Oval shape,
Okay.
okay. You can
So,
try
but you
rolling the
Sure.
you can be innovative. You can have a small pockets of round ball, shape of circle. But I'll do a traditional one.
Okay.
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 So the main
And-
purpose why you have the dough is so that it actually doesn't get overly sticky.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to bring this aside so
Okay.
the viewers get a better view.
Right. Okay. So you just place it over here, and then,
Or just
Very
roll
easy.
it over. So it's a therapeutic session.
Well,
actually.
yeah,
Sometimes,
it's quite stress
Okay.
Instead of
relieving.
using
yeah,
a stress
and,
ball.
Yeah.
and try not to over knead it because it becomes a bit,
So there should be some thickness when
yeah.
it comes to
Because
oval shape.
this one I'm going to pan fry it, so I don't want it too thick, so it takes longer to pan fry. So I'm going to have it,
Okay, so when I
like
pan
about
fry
half a centimeter.
the thickness.
Thickness.
When I fry this, you can.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we heat up the pan and
want-
we add a bit of oil.
Okay, let me bring it. And while we are at it now, you get to roll yours while I have my ready made.
Oh, no flour.
Wow, so, wow. You can take a look at how it looks like. It's like a little flat bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's about half an mm in
It,
thickness.
it reminds me a bit of the Indian naan
Yeah,
as well.
it is.
Yes.
Does, it does. Yes, it does.
Okay, so when it's hot, then I place it in.
Just place it in. Yeah.
Let's hear the sizzle.
And you need a bit of oil so it
No
gets a bit of
season.
crispy on top. Yeah.
Mm.
And let that, you can increase the temperature. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it up. a
So
little.
simple as that. That's ready
How many seconds on each side? You
until it becomes brown. So it takes about 3 minutes.
She's really
for-
quite good at this one.
There
Yeah,
you
she's
go.
pretty good.
All right, I'm gonna shift
Done.
this
Yeah.
a little bit to the side. Oh, you can hear the sizzle now.
Okay, you want to do that
I'm gonna
over there
do-
itself?
Doesn't take
Yeah.
much skill,
Great.
guys.
Just gonna
Just
do-
rolling a dough.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, but there's a difference. Ours is really looking like a
yeah.
naan.
So she's good.
Yeah. And mine is like a flat bread.
Yeah.
So you can
Yeah.
just move it around, make sure that the heat is nicely spread. So I'm just really curious while the bread is cooking and the dough is cooking, what are some of the common problems that you see in young people and Singaporean children nowadays?
Well, in Singapore, obviously, we all know that myopia is a big issue. Another problem that comes up very often as well is children with a lazy eye or what we call amblyopia, which is actually caused by, can be caused by a number of things. One of it is strabismus, which is a misalignment of the eyes.
It's
Strabismus.
like real business.
Yeah, that's the medical term, but
Okay.
basically, in layman's terms, it's a misalignment of the eye, whereby you have a weak eye muscle that causes your eye to either drift, inwards or drift outwards. So you might see children where one eye is looking straight and the other eye is drifting.
So it's something like this.
Wow,
Am I right? Am I doing it right?
that's what it
So
looks
that's
like.
an example that you
Yes.
see very common in children. And some of the telltale signs that you actually notice will be
Yeah, so what parents should look out for is if their children tend to turn their head to one side or when watching TV, or they tend to close one eye, or even tilting their head, squeezing the eyes. All these are telltale signs that there could be an issue, and it's very important to get it addressed early. So they should actually take them, as soon as they see such things, take them to an eye doctor to get it checked.
Because remember, parents' time is of the essence. Early intervention is always the easiest way because the muscle is
That's right.
developing.
Exactly.
Right? Once we reach a certain age.
Yeah, so there is a critical age whereby these issues need to be addressed, after which, it remains like that for the rest of their life.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
Now that the dough is ready, I'm going
It's
to ask you
ready.
later on some of the ways they can identify, like look at the mirror or something. But let's go into
Sure.
the food again.
Yeah, it's hot.
Wow, hot potato.
Looks so good.
Okay,
Right.
so let's.
And
Do you want to put it?
so while I'm doing that, kind of like heat up the lamb so that it would be nice to have a hot lamb on it.
Still
So
smell
can
the
we just
flavor.
brush some olive oil on top of the,
Sure.
All right. So let's get our eye doctor. Do they call you an eye doctor?
We get that called that quite often because we work very closely with the eye doctors, so who are actually the ophthalmologists.
Oh.
Yeah, so we are the orthoptists, and we work hand in hand with them. So we see the same patients. We see them first. We do all the preliminary tests before the patient actually sees the doctor. Yeah.
Oh, look at how nice and golden the dough is now. And then we're going to bring in some. All right, let's bring it over. Really nice flavor. Dun, dun, dun.
Yep.
And then we'll just have it right.
and then just press it.
Oh, press it down so that
Yep.
it sets nicely.
It sets nicely. And what I did is I left the capsicum aside so that I top it up later.
Making me hungry.
makes you hungry.
What's the
Yes.
name of the recipe again?
Pide.
It's a pide.
It's a cheat lamb pide.
Wow, I can imagine.
A cheat
Is it okay if I add some cheese on it?
You can, yeah.
Really nice and fluffy.
Do you want me to put some, Parim?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
gonna plate it up nicely. Then
And
we're gonna have half and half.
yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to spurk up with coriander and parsley.
It's like a bruschetta.
Apparently, it's supposed to be pronounced bruschetta.
Bruschetta.
Ben
Anna,
can't wait.
Have one.
Sure.
And then you have-
Parim, would you
no,
like to?
please.
No
Be
worry.
my
Bye.
guest,
Have
yeah.
the big slice. So,
I know.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Good day, mate.
G'day,
Let's
mate.
enjoy a fantabulous
Yeah.
Pide.
pide.
Yeah.
Let's get a big bite.
Cheers. Oops, I forgot about the mic.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's a bit messy, but that's the fun of it.
oh, very fragrant.
Oh,
Very
the
light.
flavors.
Yeah.
And the herbs
Yep.
as well. It
Yeah.
gives it a very
gives-
fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. For those of you joining us, this is our very first recipe for today. Coming up next is something more. So stay tuned with us right here on Wot'Cha Cooking. Fast forward. and welcome back to Wot'Cha Cooking Fast Forward. Is this a good exercise?
Oh, no, it's not. Please do not
This will
do
be
that
better.
at home.
So we don't exercise that way. It's
That
bad
didn't
for
come
your-
from me, you know.
Okay, bad for your eyes. Children don't learn this at home.
No.
Okay, so we had a really nice first recipe.
Yes.
Yes.
that
Bursting
was-
flavors as you bite on and on. It's quite addictive, actually, I must say.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
yeah.
do you feel about it?
Oh, I'm very satisfied.
Oh, that's
That
great.
was great.
Good,
Yeah,
thanks.
I'll definitely be trying that at home.
Try
Happy
cooking
to
it
hear
at
that.
home. Less than
Yes.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Great way to enjoy
I
it,
know.
right?
Yeah.
Now, before we dive into the second recipe, many people have, asked us what an autoptist does. What's the kind of work that you do, You working with
That's right,
the
yes.
professional eye doctors, optometrists. So it's a complementing...
That's right.
It's
yeah,
quite
we work-
amazing, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
no, I've not known about this profession, and when I got to know her, she was talking about that. I was like, wow, it's amazing.
It's something very niche, and there's only a handful of us in the whole country.
Oh,
And
Wow.
and we're very
smart
specialized.
job choice.
Well,
Yeah, and of course with the eye problems coming, the new cosmopolitan
Yeah.
setting,
Yes.
mobile phones. We're gonna touch on that
Exactly.
one once we are diving into
Sure,
the recipe.
yep.
So, Parim, what's coming up next?
Well, we are going to do some corn and feta salad.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
salad.
yeah,
I
it's a
like
salad.
Oh, feta cheese
Yeah,
is I had it for the very first time in my life when I was in Melbourne more than like
oh
15
yeah,
years
I mean
ago.
it's very, very readily available in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And I love it because it's salty.
Salty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and-
it's it's lower in fat content as well compared to other cheeses.
Yeah, yeah.
So and lots of Mediterranean food like to include that, and Turkish food love feta cheese.
Correct.
You
And one
can't
cool
make
thing about being in Melbourne is that, in the big supermarkets, they actually have salad bars that you can buy.
That's right.
Yeah,
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 In Singapore, we
exactly.
don't have this
Not-
culture.
yeah.
So
yeah.
if you are someone who wants a quick fix, especially for you, if you miss those salads,
Yes.
Yeah.
Parim is going to bring in action. So
Yeah.
let's share the
The ingredients.
ingredients.
Okay,
Amazing.
it's really, really simple. So we're gonna corn is actually pretty available in what do you call in Turkey. So they like to actually use roasted corn, but it's quite tedious for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a canned corn. Normally it's brine in Singapore. So what we do is we drain it out. Or rinse it under water. Make sure that the water, the salt water is drained as much as possible, and just leave it here.
I use frozen sweet corn. Is it
Yeah, you can do that, but you just need to defrost it,
yeah,
so it's a
that's
bit
only-
crunchy.
yeah.
So this is already like the texture
I
is like
find the
natural
frozen
corn.
one defrosts very quickly
Yeah.
if you just put it in hot water.
Ah,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
And it's already
Yeah.
defrosted
I
There you
very
go.
quickly.
You can do that
Yeah,
as well.
and then strain
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So
Okay.
there's an easy available
Yeah.
ingredient. Next up
Right.
again we have
And we have parsley chopped.
Parsley.
Okay, so about 2 tablespoons of parsley. We have spring onion, 1 stalk of spring onion, and you just chop it up.
okay.
Then have half of chili sliced nicely. I de-seed it because if you want it a bit spicy, just leave the seed.
Hamster food.
Hamster food. This is called. Okay, guess.
Okay, let me smell it.
Oh, she used everything by smell. huh?
Yes. I told you.
How
it has to
interesting,
smell.
right? The eye
Yes.
doctor doesn't use the eye. But use the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Is it fennel?
That's right. There
Really?
you go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Does
fennel
that
seed.
smell
Yeah.
good?
Yep.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know.
I thought so.
I mean,
It's
it's a very strong aroma, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
Indians actually use this
Yes.
as a breath freshener.
Yeah, breath freshener.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you just eat it like
yeah,
that?
yeah. It
You can
freshens your
have-
breath after.
And normally it's like
a
sometimes
meal.
it's coated with a bit. You can.
and
eat
it also
too.
settles your tummy.
Yeah, it's good for digestion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite refreshing. It's like a.
Yeah.
I can't say it as minty, but
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
it's quite nice. Very refreshing.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
And
that.
A
it's
bit
good
like
for,
licorice.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
That is the exact
Yes.
term.
Yeah.
It tastes like licorice.
Liquor,
Yeah.
yeah. So we're gonna add that, and we have feta cheese, of course. And so that's all the ingredients: pepper and salt, and olive oil. So what we're
Wow.
gonna do is we're gonna make the
no
base
pan.
first. No pan,
no fire.
salad, no fire,
No
no
need to
cooking.
cook.
It's just throwing in a bowl, and that's done.
I like it how fast.
Yeah.
Getting faster. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Raw.
So.
You like it raw?
So, and this
Yeah.
goes very well with the pide that you ate just now.
Yes.
So it's orange on the side, yellow on the side, and colorful,
And your colors of the rainbow. as
That's right,
usual,
yeah. And it will attract children to eat them.
Okay, so what do we do first?
So we will make the sauce.
Oh, it's a sauce base
so it's
item.
basically, it has, the salad dressing.
So first up, we're going to have.
Olive oil.
Olive oil.
Basically 1 tablespoon. Just
Okay.
pour it and
Okay, let's see.
into the bowl. Yep.
All right, so she ring the bowl first to let everybody know it's starting. Like,
Ding, ding, ding. All right, okay.
Bell.
So you have a plate beside, so you can just, you
the-
can throw
Okay,
the
sure.
chili.
Okay, I'm going to help her with the chili. All in?
Yep.
All right, so it's not going to be too spicy because actually it's just
Yeah.
the fragrance of the chili, is it?
Yeah. I would like to scrape
Scrape
off
it all out?
everything.
Yeah,
don't
everything,
don't waste food.
I'm
Yeah.
the lazy man kind
Yeah.
of cooking style.
All right. So and 1 teaspoon of lime juice.
Okay, so we actually have the lemon that is
Yep.
here. So you
Okay.
can just have 1 teaspoon in.
Yeah.
If you
Like
like it a
that?
little bit more sour, they
You
can
just
have
add a little bit.
Okay, you
more.
can.
There
She
we
likes
go.
the
If you like
Yeah.
the
zesty
sour taste.
flavor.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. And 1 teaspoon of fennel seed.
Okay.
Fennel seed really tastes quite interesting.
Yeah.
There's-
It is,
it's
right?
not overpowering. I would have imagined it to like just give me a little bit of twist. But
Yeah,
that
Yes,
wasn't.
it does.
was just
No,
a
it
nice
does.
refreshing
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
Yeah, it's quite pleasant.
burst.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Okay.
All right, that's good. And then you whisk everything together.
So my breath is gonna smell so nice.
Yeah.
This,
And
right?
digestion is going to
Yes.
be very good too.
Yeah. Also, fennel seeds are also good for
Digestion. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, talking about seeds, right? Is there any seeds that is really good for eye health? You know, I know about wolfberries lah, but is there any alternatives?
Actually, I would say seeds in general are very high in omega-3 fatty acids,
Yeah.
which is really an excellent thing for eye health, especially for disorders like diabetic retinopathy and age-related eye diseases.
Diseases,
Yeah, age-related
What
macular
kind of seeds
degeneration.
then? Like sunflower seeds?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you have
yeah,
all seeds. Yes. And,
yeah.
Watermelon seeds?
Yeah,
Nuts
so-
as well, like
yeah.
pistachio nuts,
Durian
high
seed?
fat.
No,
but good
durian
fat.
seeds.
It's durian season now, right?
No, I don't think so.
I know that
I don't.
jackfruit
It's
seeds
not
we do-
edible.
Oh yeah, you can
we
actually
do
cook
boil
them,
it
right?
and-
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
can.
for Asians, we boil the jackfruit seeds.
Jackfruit. Yeah,
I
but
thought we
it's
can do the
just
same.
basically starch.
So
Yeah.
that's nothing good.
No.
Not much. It's
Mama,
basically starch.
you've
Yeah,
been
but it's
lying
good.
to me
Starch
for
is
the
good as
longest
well.
times.
Yeah. So let's
But
move
yes,
on
I'd
to
say
the
sunflower seeds as
next
well.
ingredient. So we'll add now the rest of the things, which is corn.
Okay.
Okay, so 1 can of corn. Just
The whole can?
Yeah,
The
whole
whole
can.
thing? Yeah.
Of corn.
Dive it in. Fantastic.
Right.
I like corn, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it is nice.
I'll
Actually,
just
it's
mix it
sweet and nice. Yeah.
around.
You can just mix it together. Add everything first, and then you can
Okay,
just mix
sure.
it.
So everything just goes
yeah,
in
2
now.
tablespoons
Wow.
of parsley, 1
Get the
bunch
aroma.
of spring onion.
You get a nice, refreshing taste of the spring
Okay.
onion.
Yep.
And I
And
love
feta
feta
cheese,
cheese.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Feta
Okay.
cheese doesn't make you fatter. Alright, it's actually one of a very good choice
Yeah.
when it comes to your salads, right?
So you can actually
Wow, look at
stir it
that.
Well, look
together.
at it. It's an amazing
Yeah. So you
combination.
just crumple it, the small pieces as well.
Sure.
And we have
Right.
Yeah.
So we're flipping it
Yeah.
through. You can see the colors.
Just break it up a
Great.
bit.
and then you season it with salt and pepper. So I like to have a bit more pepper. It tastes nice. Okay, great. Looks good. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to let Joanna have the honors of putting the pepper.
Sure.
Oh, she knows it.
Of course. Dan, it seems like you're the only one.
that
Okay, never mind. That's
enough?
great. Sounds
Just
good.
like
Look,
that?
fantastic. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And a bit of salt.
I thought she would be like me, don't know how to open the bottle. I was trying to break it apart that day. I was like, how come it doesn't open? And it just keeps doing crack, crack, crack.
Yeah. And he was like, where do
That's
you
the
do
opening.
What can I say? I don't know what to
And
say.
So funny. I know.
It's
Yeah.
done.
Stir it together
Very
and
good.
we're done.
Actually,
Yeah.
it looks
Let's
really
get
impressive.
the season. Okay, so just be aware of the salt because feta is a bit salty. So a pinch
yeah,
of
yeah,
salt
correct.
will be enough. And if you, I mean, for me, I will go away without salt.
Let's just scoop it in. I'm looking forward to the feta cheese. You know, while we are at
There we
this
go.
point, right? We mentioned earlier on, with eye care and eye
Yeah.
issues because we have so many people who are now going deeply into their mobile phone screen times. Any
Yes.
advice that you want to share with the viewers over here?
Sure, yeah. I think, in this day and age, it's very prevalent for children and even adults that spend a lot of time on the screen, especially with home-based learning and things like that. They're doing it more and more. So, I can maybe give you some tips about how to, minimize symptoms that will come about. You can actually take breaks, frequent breaks. You can use the 20-20-20 rule, which is like taking a 20-second break after 20 minutes of screen time, and by looking 20 feet into the distance. So that's equivalent to about 6 meters or even further. So just looking out the window, even closing your eyes, it will help to relax the eye muscles. So the thing is about when you're looking at the screen is that you don't tend to blink as much. So you're actually keeping your eyes open. longer and it becomes dry. And another thing is that you're focusing on very near. So, your eyes can actually get into a spasm. It's actually called an accommodative spasm. So your
But do you
muscle
feel
can
it?
cramp.
Do you feel it? Like,
You
like
don't
suddenly
feel
like-
it, but the symptom,
No?
you don't actually feel anything, but you'll have symptoms such as blurred vision or
yeah.
headaches and eye strain.
I had that like a couple of weeks ago when I was watching my program. Then suddenly when I look around, like everything was blurred for a couple of
Yeah,
seconds.
exactly.
right?
And all it is
I
is
got
that
scared.
your muscle cramps
Yeah.
and then it can't relax again.
Oh.
So, you are not, when you look far, everything looks blur.
Yeah.
Well, with
Yeah.
all that information, I hope it works for our viewers out there. And now we're going to dive into
Sure.
this
Yeah.
fantabulous, what do you call this again? Feta cheese?
Corn feta
Corn
salad.
feta salad.
Yes.
Confeta salad.
Delicious.
Oh,
It's really, really refreshing.
I love
Well,
the feta
great.
Yeah, it's such an awesome salad to have by the poolside
Yeah. Yeah.
or at a barbecue.
Yes.
When you
Yeah.
read the
Yes.
book,
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Imagine this.
Look at Ben. Good. Yep. That's nice.
Fennel, amazing.
No, it's just
Yeah.
a 1 teaspoon for
It
the whole
actually
thing.
adds a zing.
Yep. Yeah.
So while we're going to carry on eating this fantabulous salad right over here, give it a try at home. Remember to like, share, and comment. If you have any questions about eye issues or anything like that, you might just want to comment right below. We have a chance to interact with you guys. So we will be back right after the break.
Okay.
And welcome back to Wot'Cha Cooking Fast Forward. And we're down to the final recipe, the bonus
Third
recipe
one.
today.
Let's do
And
it.
because the theme is Turkish flavor, I don't know what this black pepper doing here. lah, so I'll let Parim.
Is there going to be pepper? in
There's
it?
pepper. Yeah.
Pepper?
Yes, and the drink.
In a drink?
I thought you forgot to remove from the table.
No.
Okay,
There's
so
pepper.
Okay,
Parim, tell
let's
us a
see.
little bit about this
Dish. Okay.
Turkish delight.
All right. Basically, it's going to be a drink, and it's called Ayran in Turkish.
Ayran.
Yeah, Ayran.
Oh, that's something.
Iran?
No.
It's like it's got to do with you.
Oh yeah, Iran.
So basically,
Okay.
it's a yogurt drink.
Oh?
And it's very simple. You just need a blender.
Mm.
You can have a hand blender as well if you want to do it. And
Can I shake it?
Can you whisk? Oh yeah, maybe you can.
You
Yeah.
can shake
Cocktail.
it, but you need to get the frothy thing on
Oh.
top. So that's where the best part when you're taking the Turkish drink. So you really need to shake a lot to get
Oh,
the
that's a
frothy
good
things.
exercise.
No, but if you have the cocktail
You get
shaker, it does create the foam.
Foam, yeah.
So it's good
yeah.
arm exercise because we always talk about enjoying the kitchen and
Yes.
exercising at the same time. So
Yeah.
this is like a
Yes.
3 minutes drink, I assume.
No.
So what
Are you supposed to drink it cold or?
Oh, it's cold drink.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So you
cold.
So you can
cold.
put ice and shake it then.
You can do that, yeah. But we're adding cold water and
Okay.
it's cold yogurt, so it's going to be
cool?
cool. Yeah, that's
like
right.
Ben Logan.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, so now I get to guess, lah, huh?
Yeah.
We have yogurt, low fat.
I just used Greek yogurt. It's okay.
Greek
yeah.
yogurt. Okay, Greek yogurt is also really,
Or
really
if you
Yeah.
can't get a Greek yogurt, you can go for plain low-fat yogurt.
All right.
Yeah,
And then we have a nice bowl of mint leaf over here.
that's right.
I'm assuming it's going to taste
Yeah.
refreshing. And then the cold water.
Yep.
Salt.
Salt.
Yes.
And
Salt and pepper.
Yes, I know. So
It's
it's
a
not a
savoury-
sweet drink. Yeah, it's a savory
yeah.
drink.
I'm going to imagine it to be a little bit like a salty lassi.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
is. Yeah. So the basic ingredients: water, yogurt, and salt. That's the basic. So you can actually spark it up with pepper, mint. Even you can throw cucumber. We want to. Yeah, and it makes. It's quite versatile. Up to your own.
Other than
You know.
that, you can just add anything that you want, as long as it goes along with the
That's
flavor.
right. Yeah, as long as it
Don't
goes
add
And it's
along
going to
with
be blended
anything.
anyway,
Yeah.
so it will.
Don't
all
Yeah,
add
it
be-
blended.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like Turkish smoothie basically.
So what's the first step?
Okay, so we're gonna
Alright.
add the yogurt. It's about 300 grams of yogurt. Just
Okay,
add
so,
everything inside.
Joanna,
Okay.
Just, yeah.
I'm going to put it in your good hands.
Yeah.
Because my job is to taste it.
Let's whack it in.
I love
To-
the
to guide
flavors
you.
today, Parim.
Yeah.
You like
And
that?
I'm
Make sure we
actually
get
quite
it all
excited.
out.
Yeah. You know,
So-
if you put all the dish together, it becomes a perfect meal for you actually.
So we had like
Yeah.
dough
Yeah.
with lamb.
Yeah.
And then we have
They all
salad.
complement each other.
Yeah, it
and
does.
Just very
This
nice
is a
flavors.
very easy
Yeah.
set of dish to actually entertain your house guests.
Exactly.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
And
now
in
we-
fact, I
Yeah.
find it also like with the salad and then this yogurt
Yeah.
very cooling and
Yeah.
refreshing for hot weather.
Yeah, for hot weather, summer.
Yeah,
It will be
exactly.
just great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantabulous.
And then your guests will be like, "Whoa, it looks so complicated,"
Yeah.
but it's not. It's
Yeah.
So
Easy
it's
Impressive.
easy works but looking good.
I
right?
know.
Yeah.
Yes.
So everything
And
in?
then about 1.5 cup of water, cold
Okay.
water. Yeah.
1.5 cup. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll help
See
you with
if
that
will
one.
just sit there.
So that you can sit it down.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 1 cup.
It's less than.
More.
Yeah. Okay.
She
Because it's a
likes
bit more watery. Yeah. 1.5.
So if I like it thicker, I can have it.
Yeah. Then it will be like lassi already.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. That's enough. Yeah.
Okay, 1.5.
Okay. Great.
There's a lot of overlapping,
Overlapping,
of Indian
that's right,
and
yeah.
Yeah, so
Turkish
Yeah.
with the spices
And
and
it's a
yogurt.
very, very. If you
The
go to Turkey,
ingredients.
this is a really common drink everywhere on the street. So a handful of mint.
Mint
Just throw it
handful?
in.
Just a
Yeah.
handful, not all.
You can put if you want a bit more minty. Yep.
okay.
I like the minty flavor.
Okay,
so a
sure.
bit more
Yeah.
is fine.
Put a bit
Right.
more.
So you leave
okay.
it rest for
Then
the.
like the whole
Sure.
bottle of pepper.
No, a pinch of salt.
All right, now I'll let
You
you,
can-
do the salt-based stuff.
But you,
No,
just a
Okay,
pinch?
yeah.
Just give it
Okay.
a nice, very
There we
natural.
go.
Nice.
It's
Okay.
more fun, right? Than just.
Yeah.
Yeah. And pepper. A bit of pepper.
All
Pepper.
right, then
Ah.
this one I know already.
You know how to open? Okay.
Yeah, it's learning.
Am I
Nice.
turning in the right direction?
Yeah.
Nice. 1, 2,
Two,
3, 4,
That's nice.
5.
Okay.
You want it spicy?
So what you've learned today is no matter how busy you are, there's always a fast way to settle a
That's
fantastic
right.
recipe.
And actually,
I like that. She was talking
So you pulse it.
right. Oh, okay.
Wow. So it's going to be that creamy, watery flavor.
Yeah,
slightly
with a little
savory.
bit of minty sort of.
So let's do a guess. Is it going to be sweet? No sugar
I mean,
inside lah.
yeah. So I would think
it's
it'll be
a-
sourish
yeah.
because of the yogurt.
It's a savory drink. It's not a sweet drink, but it's not like it's going to be hot. You know?
Usually, savory drinks are really good to kick off your appetite, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's like a, what do they call it? Aperitif?
Yeah,
Is it? Like you have it
a
before.
small appetizer.
Yeah. Yep.
Kicks off your palate. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, and then I'm going to top it up with
Cucumber?
Some
another cucumber.
a bit
just
of
a small dash of pepper right
Yeah.
on top to give it that color.
and a mint
right?
leaf maybe on the side.
All right, great.
So to give it that.
Ah,
Oh, and you know, the
Wow.
moment the pepper lands, you have that
Presentation.
fragrance in it. And people will be
Very
like, what?
nice.
Pepper in a drink?
Yeah.
And then you're going to be able to impress them straight up.
exactly. Just with these simple ingredients, you can make it look so good.
So mind-boggling when I look at it.
Yeah.
Wow. So what are some of the
There you go.
common vegetables or fruits that you would recommend to people, when it comes to eye care? Is there anything that we should eat regularly so that it's good, like carrots, for example?
Yes, well, that's a good question because you think is it a myth? Because people have always been saying that eat carrots for good eyesight, but in actual fact, it is true
Yeah.
because carrots contain beta carotene
Beta carotene.
as
vitamin A,
well as
vitamin
a very important antioxidant for your eyes, which is called lutein. But if we're talking about food, there's also the omega-3 fatty acids, which are good for the eyes, and you can find them in foods that we eat every day, like salmon,
Oh,
nuts,
yes.
fish. Yeah,
Yep.
particular
It's all good
types
for
of
your
fish.
eye.
Yeah. It's
Yes.
nice, yeah.
So it's time for us to cheers to
Please,
good
yeah,
eyesight.
cheers.
Okay, yes.
Cheers.
Iran.
Yeah.
Iran. Iran
Cheers.
for good eyesight. Yeah. So let's cheers to
Shall
this
we?
one. Wow. Very refreshing and light.
Really interesting. Yeah, it is
And good source
very
of protein.
refreshing.
I like it.
Yeah,
Wow.
great.
So, Joanna, thank you for joining us. This is really what we call Joanna Gow with a Gow cup of Iran. Right? So, before we step off on this episode, anything you want to say to our viewers out there with regards to, living healthy and some positivity in their lives?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I could close by saying look after your eyes, eat healthy, practice good eye habits. For example, take frequent eye breaks when you're using the computer or doing close work. Drop the phone, put it away, stop watching TV, go outdoors, spend more time outdoors, let your children play outdoors. It's the best thing you can do for their eyes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like they say, the eye is the window to your soul. So
Yes.
let us enjoy great taste right here on Wot'Cha Cooking. Fast forward, and we'll see you in the next episode to come. Cheers once more.
Cheers.
Cheers.
One more time.